All right, welcome back. In the first part, we covered how LSteak helps you earn. But today, we're getting into the stuff that's a total game changer. We're going to dive into how it protects the entire ecosystem and, more importantly, how you can be a part of making this whole thing a reality.
Okay, so here's what's on deck. We'll do a super quick recap, then jump into the final two gifts of LSteak, a safe way to exit and a shelter during those rough market storms. After that, we'll look at the big picture, the ecosystem flywheel, and then we'll get to the most important part, how we actually build this thing. So, just to make sure we're all on the same page, let's take a quick look back at the foundation we covered in part 1. You'll remember we talked about the first 3 big benefits. First, you get to earn yield without ever having to sell your eSHARE or PLAZM. Second, that redemption ratio is always climbing, so your stack of tokens actually grows over time. And third, you've got automatic buy pressure hitting the market every single day. So that's the foundation. Now, let's build on it. And that brings us to the 4th gift, and honestly, this one is absolutely massive, and it fixes one of the oldest, ugliest problems in all of DeFi. How do you get out of your position without wrecking the place for everybody else? I mean, this is the question, right? We've all been there, especially with tokens that have kind of thin liquidity. Someone needs to sell a big bag, and what happens? They tank the price for the whole community and end up hurting themselves with crazy slippage in the process. It's a lose-lose situation. So check this out. On the left, you've got your normal DeFi exit. Think of it like a huge traffic jam. Everyone's rushing for the same tiny exit ramp, causing a pileup. You're dumping on the open market, creating sell pressure, slippage, it's just chaos. But the LSteak exit, that's your own private window. You redeem directly from the escrow, completely bypassing the public market. No traffic, no chaos, no impact on the price. And let's put a real number on that pain. In a normal exit, trying to sell on the open market, you could easily lose 10, maybe even 20% of your value just to slippage. That's a huge chunk of your money that just evaporates. Poof, gone. Now look at the LSteak number, 0. A big fat 0. Because you aren't selling on the market, there is literally 0 price impact. You get the full value you're owed, and for everyone else holding, it's like it never even happened. The price chart doesn't even flinch. This isn't a small tweak, it's a fundamental game changer for ecosystem stability. And that stability is key because it leads us right into the 5th gift, which, from a psychological standpoint, might be the most important one of all. It's all about taking that gut-wrenching fear you feel in a bear market and turning it into a genuine opportunity. Yeah, we've all seen this movie before. It's the classic death spiral. The market dips, fear kicks in, and people start panic selling to save what's left. Of course, that just crashes the price even further, which creates even more panic. It's just an awful, self-feeding downward cycle. But now, watch how LSteak completely flips the script. The market dips, but instead of panicking, you deposit into LSteak, taking those tokens off the market. Then the system's own yield automatically starts buying up those cheaper tokens. And here's the brilliant part. This makes the redemption ratio grow even faster. You're not just surviving the dip, you're getting stronger because of it. And this right here, this is the core idea. It completely changes your mindset from, oh my God, I need to escape, into, you know what, I'll just wait here and profit. It's like a flight delay. You can freak out with the crowd at the gate, or you can go to the airport lounge and relax. LSteak is that airport lounge for your crypto. So when you put all these pieces together, it's not just a list of cool features. It creates this incredibly powerful positive feedback loop, a flywheel, that strengthens the entire eSHARE and PLAZM ecosystem. So what does this flywheel actually do? Well, you get less selling because people are depositing instead. You get more automatic buying from the system's yield, you get token burns, which permanently shrinks the supply, the system itself provides steep liquidity, and the big one, it shifts the entire community mindset from when should I sell to how long can I earn. It's a positive spiral that helps every single person. Okay, this all sounds fantastic, right? But it doesn't just appear out of thin air. It has to be built, it has to be funded. And that is exactly what the investment raise is all about. This is the community's opportunity to make LSteak a reality. So, how does the raise actually work? It's really straightforward. For every bit of USDC you put in, 20% of that comes right back to you as LSteak tokens at launch. The other 80%, that becomes your own liquidity position, so you're earning yield on it from day one. And as an early supporter, you get an extra 2.5% bonus in locked LSteak. It's a fantastic deal for getting in on the ground floor. And the team has made the entry point really accessible. To be a part of this and get all those early adopter benefits we just talked about, the minimum investment is just 500 USDC.
The goal here is to raise between $50,000 and $150,000. That capital is what's going to provide the initial liquidity to make the entire system run smoothly right from the start. It's the fuel to get this whole thing launched.
And this part is absolutely crucial. There is a safety net. Your funds are held securely. If for any reason the project doesn't hit its goal and doesn't launch, you get a full 100% refund. That provides a huge layer of security and trust for everyone who participates.
So let's bring it all home and recap the 5 gifts. You earn without selling, your token count grows, the system automatically buys tokens every day, you can exit without crashing the price, and you have a safe, profitable shelter during bear markets. Pretty powerful stuff. Ultimately, it all boils down to this single, powerful idea. This system creates a world where you no longer have to choose between taking profits and supporting the project. You can earn yield, grow your holdings, and support the price, all at the same time. For all the details, make sure to visit LSteak.vip. This is a critical moment for the ecosystem. Seriously, the future of your eShare and PLAZM holdings might just depend on what happens over the next few weeks. Thanks so much for watching.